Hey guys, Josh Conan, strength and conditioning coach here at Competitive Edge Skating and Strength Training. In this week's video, we're going to talk about a sedentary lifestyle and specifically prolonged sitting and the health implications it has on our body. So what's bringing this up is we're seeing athletes even as young as 7 with movement restrictions and mobility restrictions, and that's specifically correlated to sitting too long. And with our high school and college athletes, when they're getting injured or have a tweak in their joint, they're in the mindset that moving is going to be bad, which is just leading into that sedentary lifestyle, which isn't what our body wants to do at all. So first we'll just talk about a little bit of the statistics and health implications that sitting has, because there's a ton of studies going on right now. So if you were to add up all the time you're at school, you're at work, traveling in the car back and forth, sitting in front of the TV, the computer, sitting hunched over at your phone, sitting for meals, if you were to add all that up, on average, Americans are sitting for 85% of their waking day. So from the time you wake up to when you go to bed, you're sitting down for 85% of that time, which is a very long time, and our body does not want to do that at all. And why this isn't good is sitting for just 2 hours continuously increases your risk of heart disease, diabetes, metabolic syndrome, cancer, and any orthopedic problems. So neck pain, back pain, hip, knee pain, anything like that. And what's really kind of scary about this is that there was a study done in Texas A&M. It was a 2-year study, and what they found was women who sat for 6 hours a day versus their counterparts who only sat for less than 3 hours a day, those that sat 6 hours a day were at a 94% chance of death during that study versus the ones that only sat for less than 3 hours. And for men, it was the same hours, but it was only 48%. And what's really scary about this study is that it was independent of their physical exercise. So if you were sitting for 6 hours a day, but then you go run for 3 hours or go lift for 3 hours or anything like that, it does not offset. So you were still at a 94% if you were a woman, or 48% if you were a male, greater increase of all-cause mortality, so death. And that was independent of exercise, so you cannot out-exercise a sedentary lifestyle. You have to change your lifestyle. That's why it is a lifestyle. So what's actually going to help this for athletes is there's so much that movement is going to help on with orthopedic injuries, so that mobility. So if you have a decreased mobility, you're at an increased risk of injury because those tissues are going to be tight and you're going to be forced in different positions during sport. And if you're not prepared for that position, you're going to get an injury. So like I was saying with those high school and college athletes, if they tweak their shoulder, they're in the mindset that, oh, I just need to rest and not move this. When in reality, we're not saying you need to go snatch a heavy barbell instantly, but you need to get that joint moving, because what happens even after surgery or you go see a physical therapist, they don't just sit you on a couch and say, okay, it's time to relax. They immediately get that joint moving to increase that strength, stability, and mobility, so that joint can be functioning, so you can begin moving again, because your body wants to move all the time. So hopefully you guys are kind of thinking of how much you are sitting and really thinking about those statistics, because they're saying that sitting for too long is now the new smoking for our health. And if you guys want to know more about like what actually is happening physiologically and how sitting even impacts our intelligence, our ability to concentrate, anything like that, there's an amazing website called standupkids.org, and it's specifically trying to get kids to stand up in school, and it's doing wonders. So check that out if you guys are interested. Make sure you guys go to our website at ceskating.com. Sign up for our Sunday email. This is where you get words of wisdom for the week, as well as our training and class schedule for the entire week. Also, make sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.